Hello, dear students. Today our new theme is the complex sentences with adverbial clauses, types of adverbial clauses. The aims of the lesson educational to acquaint students with a new vocabulary and expressions on a theme, the complex sentences with adverbial clauses, developing the practice phonetic skills, training lexical skills, bringing up to stimulate interest in learning language. Complex sentences consist of one verb clause and one or more adverb clauses. An adverb clause is a dependent clause that is formed by a subordinating conjunction followed by a clause. So there are 50 subordinating conjunctions. Adverbial clauses. An adverbial clause functions like an adverb. It gives information about the time, place, condition, reason, manner, or purpose of an action that occurred. They modify whole clauses. For example, I cannot go on holiday because I don't have enough money. Reason. She ate as if she were starving for years. Manner. You should arrive at school before 10:30. Time. There is a cafe where we held the meeting. Place. Unless you are too tired, let's go for a walk at the park. Condition. I will get up early so that I will see you. Purpose. Types of adverbial clauses. Adverb clauses can modify by telling the place, time, cause, and purpose of an action. They can also show concession and condition. Basically, they answer the questions where, when, why, and under what conditions. There are examples for place, time, cause, purpose, concession, and condition. Place. Wherever there is music, people will often dance. Let's go to the room where they asked us to wait. Time. After the chores are done, we will eat ice cream. When the clock strikes midnight, she has to leave. Cause. She passed the course because she worked hard. Since he has long hair, he wears a ponytail. Purpose. So that he wouldn't ruin the carpet, he took off his shoes. He ate vegetables in order to stay healthy. Concession. Even though you are 13, you can't go to that movie. Also, you gave it your best, you didn't win the match. Condition. If you save some money, you can buy a new game. Unless you hurry, you will be late for school. Adverbial clauses of time. They answer the question when, since when, how long, and are common in the initial or end position. Main conjunctions when, whenever, before, after, until, since, once, as, know that, as soon as long as, the moment, directly, while. Some of these conjunctions may introduce verbless or abbreviated time clauses. For example, as I was going down the road, I met your sister. In this example, as is a main conjunction. Adverbial clauses of place. They answer the question where, from where. Conjunctions also for verbless and abbreviated clauses. Where, wherever. Answer yes or no where appropriate, wherever possible. All parts should be tested. For example, I like to spend my leave where I can shoot. Adverbial clauses of cause. They answer the question why. Adverbial clauses of reason or cause are used to give a reason for the event or situation named in the main clause or to say why the statement expressed in the main clause is true. Adverbial clauses of course are introduced by the following one-member and multi-member subordinates. They are because, now that, seeing that, as, in that, considering, since, for the reason that, in so far as formal, as long as, in view of the fact that, in as much as formal, on the grounds that. For example, I went away because there was no one there. Adverbial clauses of manner. They answer the question how. Adverbial clauses of manner are used to say how something is done by referring to another action, real or imaginary. Adverbial clauses of manner are introduced by the following one-member and multi-member subordinators. They are as, in a way, much as, in the way that, as if, how, informal, as though, like, informal. For example, you answer as if you didn't know these rules. Adverbial clauses of concession, closely associated to conditionals, except that they imply a contrast between two circumstances. Principal conjunctions, although, even though, even if, while, in spite of the fact that, whereas. Also, as a subordinator is approximately the equivalent of but as a coordinator. The conjunction even if implies an overlap between conditional and concessive clauses, while and whereas often point to a contrast between comparable things. For example, he went out in spite of the fact that he had a bad cold. Adverbial clauses of result. They state what has happened or may happen as a result of the action or state expressed by the main clause. Principal conjunctions, so that, such that. For example, he went to the lecture early so that he got a good seat. Adverbial clauses of purpose. They answer the question what for? For what purpose? Adverbial clauses of purpose are used to indicate the purpose of an action. Purpose clauses are introduced by the following conjunctions: so that, in order that, lest, formal, that, old-fashioned, so, informal, in case, for fear, if plus be to. For example, I gave him the textbook so that or in order that he might learn his lesson. Adverbial clauses of condition. These clauses give the circumstances under which the statement of the main clause will take place or be true. They state the dependence of one circumstance or set of circumstances on another. Main conjunctions: if, positive condition, unless, negative condition, provided that, providing, supposed, supposing, mostly connected with questions, so long as so that, on condition that. For example, if I see him tomorrow, I shall ask him about it. So in this exercise, you should complete each adverbial clause below with the correct words. For example, the first one, when or since. He always did well on his English tests. His parents were not surprised that he got an A. The second one, you should keep the milk in the refrigerator, since or so that it doesn't go bad. The third one, also or after. He thinks he is smart. He isn't. The fourth one, you should say goodbye to your brother, before or since you leave for Europe. The fifth one, before or since my father has high blood pressure, he has to watch what he eats. The sixth one, before or since I came to this country, I didn't speak a word of English. The seventh one, I'll let you know because or after I come back. 8. He doesn't understand, so that or because. He doesn't speak French very well. The ninth one, he spoke slowly because or so that she would understand. The last one, if or since you stop crying, I'll buy you an ice cream. Exercise number 2. The following exercises will help you gain greater understanding about how adverbial clauses work. So in this exercise, you should choose the best answer to complete each sentence. The first one, the women took notes while being taught to cook steadily, noisily, for their children. The second one, we will go to the game Friday, even if it rains, Saturday, or sometime. The third one, you can put the package outside, inside, wherever you like, somewhere. The first one, since you have apologized, we decided, he told me, you are lucky, you will not be punished. The last one, she was so tired. She left, she cried today that she couldn't stand. So your home task will be to write first and second exercises. Also make 5 sentences for each types of adverbial clauses. So that's the end of our lesson. I think it was useful for you. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.